Hello, my name is Penny Locke and I'm a trainer, and I'm doing a series of videos on living and working with dogs. Today's video and training tip has to do with living with multiple dogs. From time to time, I have been on consultations because dogs are, if you will, not getting along. There's been an incident, if you will, and the dogs get into some sort of a scuffle. And, when you're living with dogs, you're not always monitoring a dog, you're just living life. They're along with you and you're not sort of, watching their every move. What I have found, though, it is very important to know which of the dogs is the antagonist, if you will. Because what happens is, say, for example, you've got a dog that pokes. I call it poking. Is basically they edge on the other dog. They kind of poke at them, and we as the owners and people who live with the dogs, we're not seeing the poking going on, and so we miss all the stirring up, if you will. When we come in is when the other dog who is being poked reacts and says, "That's enough, I've had enough, you can take that." And what we tend to do is, or what I tend to see, is that we react to the reactionary dog, the one that says, "No, that's not going to happen, bug off." And we give that dog guff, or we give them a timeout, or or worse. When in fact, the other dog is the dog that should be given time out, and much earlier in the scenario. So if the dog that's poking, we see them do that, sort of snarking at another dog, or it could be just very subtle kind of body language. I'm trying to think of how we could describe it. Okay, so for example, a puppy. Puppy's a good example. So puppy's kind of a pain sometimes, and they go over and they lie on another dog, and they kind of, look like they want to play all the time, and very often they do want to play all the time. And the older dog is as tolerant as they can get, but there comes a time when the older dog says, "You know what? Bug off, that's enough." Now, if we didn't know that the puppy had been basically on the other dog's case for a while, we might think that the older dog were just being, kind of a bully dog. And that wouldn't be okay. When in fact, the puppy is the one that needed a boundary. And we are the ones who need to step in on behalf of that older dog and say to the puppy, well, not literally say, but show to the puppy, that's not okay behavior. So that might be a timeout, time in their kennel alone, and this removal is done silently. So the puppy can connect the ill behavior with the consequence. So again, it could be an older dog, and one dog is just off a day. And it could be that one dog is sick and the other dog is not. And the one dog that is sick is being poked by the other dog. And you don't know necessarily that the other dog is sick. So these can be signs that for example, many times I'll go to a consultation and things have been going along, everything's fine. And then all of a sudden things will change. Well, it could be a sign of these other things happening, and this incident has basically highlighted what's going on. So the point of my video today is to say how important it is that we watch and learn which dogs are doing what to who, so that we can then be the ones to step in as basically the leader of the group and say, not out loud, but in actions, that that's not okay. You get a timeout, and show the other dog that you actually care about what's going on. And you're caring by drawing the boundaries. If you need further help with this, you can reach me directly on through my website, we can set up an online consultation. I can help you with this. And if you found the video in general helpful, feel free to, of course, like it, share it with somebody who may be able to get some benefit from it. And check out my website when you have a moment. It's www.allabout-canines.com. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video, and then perhaps talking with you if I can be of any help.